Live. What's going on, everybody? It's Friday night. I'm
We
Will,
exist.
and we got Mobile Geezer. That's George.
Made it through
Hey,
another week.
folks, how are you? Wait a minute. Will was just combing his hair, so I got to say one thing. You are so beautiful. Got to get that out. All right, I'm Mobile Geezer. You know where you can find me on my channel, and that's where we'll be for this broadcast next week, and on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook. And my webpage is mobilegeezer.wordpress.com. I just wrote a new article yesterday.
Yes, Mr. 2800. Woo!
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, right,
Thank
George?
you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
That
Yeah.
made me feel good.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm Mike Dixon of Simply Device. Don't mind the noise. I don't know. Is that coming through, guys?
Just barely.
Okay. I got the window open. It's a balmy, like 60 plus 68 degrees here, so I got the window open. Anyway, yeah, someday I'll be making videos. Take it away, Will.
All right. So everybody had a good week. Well, Mike, I spoke to George a little bit. How was your week, Mike?
Well, it was, you know, it's been busy. Things are picking up at work. We actually, my job actually purchased another building, so we're expanding. So
Okay.
yeah, business is good. So it's been a busy week, and here I am. I look forward to Friday nights and
Cool.
hanging out with you all. So
Yeah, I hear you. I usually do if I'm not working. If I'm not working Saturday. When I'm working Saturday, I'm like, oh, man. It's gonna be a long
you
one.
another double, Mr. Double over
Yeah,
here.
it's going to be a
That's right.
long one.
2800, we got Mr. Double over here. You know what I
It's
mean?
going to be a long one.
He says, money, 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 money.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can go get the F10, the Pixel, and a new iPhone.
Nah,
Okay?
you know, six and Talos, they've been tempting me on in the room, but nah, I'm not doing it.
Come
Not
on,
doing
come
it.
on. Mhm. Hey, you said it yourself you're going to get one when that price gets right on
If
swap.
it goes down, yeah, it's got to
it's
go
going.
really.
It's
Yeah, but
going.
it went
It's
down
going
a little
down.
bit, but it went back up.
Did it really?
Yeah, not too high, but they're like, you know, it's still a discount, especially if you figure you're not paying tax.
Okay.
You're saving like $170, I think, to start, but I still ain't now. It'll have to be like $400 because I already know I'll be mad when I don't get my updates, and you know, I'll be trying to make it look like a Pixel.
Oh my.
Training, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so let me see. I'm on Swapper now. Let's see. Galaxy S10 Plus. George, how's your S10e?
My S10e is awesome. I'm watching the live chat on it right now.
The cheapest mic is $885 for an unlocked.
Wow.
AT&T, you can get it for $865. Verizon's $925. I don't know which memory, but
Right.
These are all
cheapest.
Swapper, right?
These are all the plus.
But
Yeah,
I-
Swapper, yeah.
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 So,
Yeah.
so George, what early impressions of the phone?
the
You're gonna share-
the S10e or the Nokia?
Oh yeah, well the S10.
The S10e, I'm loving the phone. I think it's a great phone. I love the fingerprint sensor. The pictures have been coming out awesome. Even I've taken a couple of low lights so far, not much, but they look like they're pretty awesome. So I have zero complaints about this device so far.
Yeah, I see. I think you made the right decision going with that one based on, well, from what I see with people with the fingerprint scanner.
Now,
Seems like a lot of people don't really like the in-display. I mean,
Yeah.
some people like it, but it seems like some people don't like it. So
well, I can tell you, as much as I'm liking, and of course I've only had the Nokia 9 for 2 days. As much as I'm liking the Nokia 9, the fingerprint scans on the S10s, it's got to be 20 times better because
Right.
the Nokia 9 fingerprint scanner is absolutely terrible, and I mean terrible.
yeah, I seen was it RP3? Somebody else was saying that, I think, too. Somebody had a video showing that it wasn't no good.
Most of the time, you've got to hit it 4, 5, 6 times if you're going to make it work, or you just open it up the other way.
Dang, that is terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. It's the worst I've seen. It seems like OnePlus got that better than any of these other big phones. You know.
Wow.
That is kind of You know, so I think you made the right move with that anyway. I guess if you could deal with the size difference or whatever.
Yeah, it's small, but yeah, I'm loving this device. It's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. We had some news this week. It's been kind of slow though, I think.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. There's a new Android out. You know, Android software came out.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that had a lot of people excited.
In the beta. Make sure you let them know.
But that's what he's talking about, right? Q.
Yeah, the beta. Yeah, Q. I mean, everybody was jazzed up. They got like leaks. It's coming. It's coming any day now. You know. So
yeah. See, but I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting it so early because I seen some of the writers and stuff said that it was. I think usually it comes out in like May or something, right?
Or April, I said.
Yeah, it takes usually it's longer before
it's
it comes
before
out.
I/O. I know that they'll at least get one version out. So
yeah, but it's not. I don't know. It's not too big of a change. But I see your brother wasn't happy with the swiping.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk to him about it. But that that shocked the heck out of me. I can't believe nothing against your brother, but he
that he did it.
He did it. Yeah, he's pretty like okay, I got this. I'm going to do this. He's really liking the Pixel a lot. Let me tell you, by the way, talk about Pixel and all. He actually gave he gave his kids his old iPhone.
Oh wow!
Okay. Yeah.
Talk about turning to the dark side, right?
Yeah, he really did. Yeah, I don't. It's not really part of the his what little collection he had. He's got the LG. He does that for around the house because it's not he doesn't carry multiple lines. Right. And the Pixel, he's really rocking it a lot. So he likes it a lot.
Oh,
so
very good.
The good news is Google actually updated the original Pixel. So that's 3 years. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I sent a news piece. That's one of the things that I saw that. Yeah, I was shocked to see that. So they mentioned in one article that there's like a fan. They apparently, quote unquote, listen to their fan base.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, that's right. And you wonder why I'm a Google fanboy. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go, George. Wait till it starts lagging or something, because people are still complaining that the Pixel 3 camera is too slow.
Well, I don't have.
They're not listening. Okay. They're not listening that much.
Yeah. Everybody really had their hopes up with this last update. This month's update was going to be the fix, and and it seemed like it was supposed to, but it didn't. So.
Now, keep in mind, folks, we're on Will's channel tonight, so he's in charge of what we do.
They were supposed to put they were supposed to put out that thing to hide the notch too. They never did that either. You see his comment?
Ultratech?
Yeah.
Right, let's see. That's right. We're live. We're doing okay. Thank you.
Oh, God.
We're doing it. And what Gary Brown says, I got Q, no big deal. Yeah, it seems like going to be another small incremental update, don't you think?
Yeah, it's real small. It looks like a lot of like security stuff and privacy permissions. But I/O they'll probably come with some kind of
they're going to come with more, but it's very incremental at the moment.
Yeah. That's why Shallow jumped off the beta, Mike. I don't know if you've seen it.
No,
he
did.
Off the beta because he said it was too many bugs. Yeah.
Well, usually the first version is always buggy anyway, too.
Yeah, first big version is always the big bug version.
I know when I did the beta, I stayed on it, I think, last year.
That's because you've got grit.
Did you stay through all the way through?
Yeah, I didn't really mind it. It wasn't that bad. But now on iPhone it's a little different though. When you do the beta on iPhone, it's different because if you come off of it, you gotta wipe your whole phone and then reinstall. It's just a pain. To me, it takes longer to go back on. It's the same process, but it takes longer. And to go on the beta on iPhone is a little different if you want to get on it early. If you want to get on it before they release it to the public, anyway. But all right, what'd you say, Mike?
I just want to say I see a few. I just want to say welcome to the stream. I see Gary Brown, Ultratech. Hello, Tech for Your Needs. Bill Hustle's in here. Thank you very much for stopping in.
Thank you.
Mill Hustle's always got the deals.
Yeah,
him
I mean,
and Munchie. Him and Munchie always got the
Yeah.
deals.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what stories we got, Mike. This one caught my eye. They said this one was from BGR. It says, I think George, you posted this. Google is reportedly cutting back on the hardware division.
Yeah.
Workers moving people around.
Very
When I
surprised.
first seen the headline, I was like, it can't be the phones. And it turns out it's not the phones, but it's the laptops, I guess, and maybe the tablets.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I don't know. I don't really see that as a big loss from Google. I don't really think they sold too many Pixel books or Pixel slates.
Now keep in mind they sell tons of Pixel books to schools around the country.
The Pixel book?
Oh, not the Pixel book. I'm sorry.
Well, no. Chromebooks.
Chromebooks, but those aren't Google.
And they're not Google, no.
Yeah.
They're just the software behind it. So
yeah, but I mean, it's still like the article said. It was kind of like a surprise because when Osterloh took the lead, I guess in 2016 when he came on, he was saying that they were in hardware for the long haul, and so I don't know if this
make a Pixel phone. I guess he can still say that, right?
yeah,
but that's the thing. I don't know if this is gonna. I don't know. What do you think, George? You think this is just?
No, I just think this is the laptops and the tablets. My guess is, they may go away, but my guess is the Pixel's here to stay. But I agree with you guys. I don't think it's any great loss either.
But I don't know though. I don't know. I mean, the Pixel book had some stuff that I don't think, unless they bring it to the Chromebooks, like you could open your Pixel book with your phone. And I don't know if Chromebooks are doing that yet, as long as you had a Pixel anyway. So this is kind of, I guess, shrinking their ecosystem a little bit. You know what I mean? They're losing some ground, kind of. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like they're just giving up on that to me.
Yeah, but they must be losing money. But how long before they give up on the Pixel?
Well,
I don't think that's.
I think that's the Pixel is always going to be like the Nexus is always a Halo device. Just to feature their software, basically. That's what it comes down to. And it mentions here about the Google Home speakers. That I think that's another they shouldn't cut from that, even though the mentions about how Amazon and their devices are so they're all over the place.
Yeah, but I think they've been fairly successful with the Google Homes.
Yes. Yeah, I think they have. From the little ones. I mean, heck, the little ones, they did a great job of putting out the little ones. You buy a phone, you get one of these. You buy this, you get one of these. At least, they were handing them out left and right, just about. So without a doubt. So I think it's just a little refinement. It kind of reminds me, Will, what you said about using your Pixel to unlock your
Pixel
Chromebook, in his Chromebook, and they should integrate
the Pixel book. The Pixel book, you can do it. I don't think you can do it on the Chromebooks yet. I don't know. You know what? I think that was supposed to be a part of the update. Now that I think about it, one of those updates that they did to Chrome OS was supposed to, I think, include that. Right. So maybe there's just going to be like a standard thing if you have a Pixel.
Was that one thing? Did you send that to me? Where what's that guy on Twitter? He showed where he took I forget his name.
With the
iPhone. Right. Those things they need really to work on integration to have a better.
Yeah, but I don't know how that would work on Android if it's not a Pixel because of the other software that's on it. You know what I mean? Like how would you make that happen with a Samsung phone if Google's not in control of all the software? True. Like on Apple, you figure that's easy because they make it. Like I just did that earlier when I was cutting and pasting the link. I was able to cut and paste it and send it on my phone. You know what I mean? Right. How would they integrate that with a Galaxy?
Couldn't that be part of the platform of Android?
I guess. I don't know. No, George, you were a programmer or whatever. How would you do that, George?
I would stick with the Pixel phones because if you try to integrate it into Android, that's going to be an awful lot of R&D, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it'll be a big thing because
I agree.
every feature they would have to add, you would have to add it on an LG, add it on a Huawei,
Right,
you know,
right.
and then
You have
hope
to
the
work
companies
with all the manufacturers.
And then you already see, Mike, how the companies do, even with like they'll remove features that this phone had. You know what I mean? Google will have this, and then they'll have it on their phone, but it'll be different. So
yeah, and Samsung will have some duplicate version.
Yeah. Samsung will have their own version for their laptop that won't. Yeah, so.
Gary Brown says we will have Pixel phones until Samsung leaves Android.
Really?
50% off my. Huh. He said, I'm trying to read Alter Tech. I got 50% off. $50
off the watch.
Free earbuds. Free 6 months of Spotify. Free wireless charger. Free YouTube Premium.
4 months, he thinks, and a free wired headphone. He says
freebies are crazy. Yeah.
Holy cow! There is another deal. Look at that deal master right there.
Wait, what was that? That was when he bought the Samsung, right?
Alter, is that when you bought the Samsung? Is that where you bought your phone?
I believe so. Rishi, tell us.
Yeah, you saved a lot, George. You didn't get yours direct from Samsung. Maybe that's why you got all that stuff. But I did see something about the Galaxy. People get a free YouTube or something free.
Yeah. Supposedly we get free Spotify for 3 months, I believe, which I haven't even bothered with.
George, you got a question in the chat. We answered some of it earlier.
Yeah, we were talking earlier. Mike asked me earlier. I am loving my S10e. I have zero complaints about it. It is awesome so far in every way, including camera and including the couple of night shots I've taken. But now, of course, I've had the S10e for a week. I've had the Nokia 9 PureView for 2 days, or a day and a half, and I've already taken some photos, and I went out and took a few photos yesterday. I haven't had a chance to put them up. I'll put them up tomorrow on the channel, and I'm liking the phone so far, except the in-display fingerprint sensor is the worst I have seen. It is really, really terrible. I have to hit the in-display fingerprint sensor 5, 6, 7 times maybe to get the phone to unlock, or I just use my PIN because it's ridiculous. It's really, really terrible. You think people are complaining about the S10 fingerprint sensor? This is 50 times worse. You know. So, but other than that, yeah, I'm liking everything else. Call quality, everything else is good about the phone. So, and of course the photography stuff will be ongoing. But tomorrow morning you'll see the first still photos all shot in auto, and I'll get that up on my channel in the morning. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm hoping they can do an update to at least fix this fingerprint sensor to some degree.
Yeah.
Because you would think you can do that with software. At least I'm hoping you can do it with software, because it's bad. It's real bad. And between that and the complaints other people are having about the in-display fingerprint sensor and the S10, I am glad I got the E, because that fingerprint sensor on the side works perfectly all the time.
Yeah, it sounds like the E is the way to go.
I agree.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It's easy. Okay.
It's the easy way, right? The fingerprint is the easy way anyway.
Great.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was about to ask you, George. Sorry, my fault, Mike.
Yeah,
he said, how's the battery? That's what I wanted to know.
The battery is okay. I haven't done any severe testing, but so far the battery is just fine. No, it's about on par with my iPhone XR, because I've been watching the battery life next to each other, because I carry both of them every day, and they've been running about even as far as use. So.
Yeah, everybody loves the battery life on the S10 Plus that I'm seeing anyway. I haven't seen nobody say they.
And Samsung, when they came at MWC, they said even though there's 3 different size batteries, the batteries should all be about the same. Well, that seems to be how it's going. You know, the battery life.
Yeah, that's good then.
Yeah, Will, did you see the comment Ultratech had in there? He's going to be joining you. He's going to be joining you in the iOS ecosystem.
He's
Oh
going to
man,
the north side. Okay.
that's what I was saying. Join what? He's gonna get an iPhone. No, this
Yeah.
he's already but he's already had one though.
Well,
So it's not like it's his first.
Well, he'll
be getting a MacBook or something. Who knows? You know,
he said,
"You mean a phone or not?"
hold up, time out. Six Louise finally showed up.
the building.
Okay, Six. We missed you terribly, man. You
Nigel got your seat. Oh man,
Nigel beat you out 6, and
yeah.
I almost had a heart attack. Come on now, brother.
I'm telling you, we're going to call the police on you, man. Shake the door, open, knock on the door.
All right, at least now Sick knows we really love him. In this,
yeah.
Nigel, tonight. Nigel's the man. Okay?
Yeah, Nigel is the man. Yeah, he got there. Yeah, I noticed he was there first. So.
And the S10 battery life was really good, but then I realized the screen resolution was at 1080. That's right, because that's what it defaults to. As soon as I changed the QHD, the battery just dipped.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. But a lot of people were saying they had it on QHD and they were still getting 7-8 hours of screen on time. So I don't know.
I think it didn't Jay Williams say something like that too? I think he did.
A lot of people were saying that's why I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, Samsung finally did right, but maybe it's personal use, how they're using it. But
I think they maybe just got it right all the way around,
So
yeah, it does, Sean. That's
Yeah,
why
Sean,
I'm good. I'm good with my Face ID, and that's not even that great. But I'd rather that.
Display sprinkler% has some cons, and that's true. But it seems to be dependent on the device because it's terrible on the Nokia. I've always found it to be just fine on the OnePlus 6T because I haven't used it on the S10.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, Mike, you still haven't jumped on nothing. That's good, I guess. I know you wanted to.
I was close. I was close until I read that article about phone values, and I said,
but you know what? You shouldn't think of it that way because you don't flip your phones as quick as I do. You usually keep your phones for a while. So
you're doing pretty good yourself over there.
But but what I'm saying is you'll keep it longer, so you'll get your money's worth.
You'll keep it longer. You buy phones and send them back in a week.
No, I'm saying he will. He'll keep it. If he bought the S10, he got all that stuff with it. You would keep it longer, so you would, you still holding on to your LG.
Yeah.
So he thinks Jay Will has the S10e. I forgot which one he had. So
this why is this is I'm reading Sean's comment. This is why these companies ultra premium, and then they can't update 24/7. I'm reading Tech Free saying to you, Will.
Yeah,
I'm halfway. With into the Apple ecosystem. So
yeah, and me too. I have the 10R. I have the same exact thing as him, but a month from now, I expect to have a MacBook Air. So we'll see.
Will, you see that comment from that lady in the room?
Yeah, that's
okay. That makes sense.
You in control, huh, Mike? We know who the boss is.
Well, I just let her think that. Okay.
We know who the boss is.
Nike get checked. Oh, he guessed to break a neck.
Yeah, we know. We know who the boss is, Mike.
DJ Savior, he's got an interesting point. You're on Facebook, Messenger, and Instagram on a Samsung device. Your screen on time will never surpass
4.5 to 5 hours, it says. Interesting, because I run all of those all the time. So I got to start doing some serious checking.
Everybody says Facebook kills your battery. I used to always, Mike, you showed me that Facebook Lite or whatever it was, I think.
Yeah.
I went with that for a while, but it didn't seem to affect my battery life that much. So.
Facebook always uses more battery than just about anything else on your phone.
It's battery and also RAM. Also, they seem like too. But I see the app improved personally. For me, it seems like it's improved. I haven't seen much of a drain anything anyway.
I've never
So
noticed a drain on my phones in particular, but if you look at the size of the apps, Facebook app is usually way bigger than the vast majority of apps, a lot bigger.
Yeah. All right, so y'all want to get to the next story? Who wants to go to the next one, Mike?
I will in just a second.
I'm going to go to the next one, Mike.
What?
That's like a sergeant.
Wait. The next one is I think 5G, right?
We got 5G. Yeah, we got Verizon 5G.
5G for what? $5? Is that what I'm reading right? Or $10?
I think it's 10 for but the first 3 months I think are free, something like that.
Okay. Verizon on Wednesdays made several announcements, and by the way, if you subscribe to Motorola.com, you got an email from them bragging about their upcoming 5G device, and just slap it on the back of one of their phones. The Z3, the Z3, I think it is.
Yeah, Moto Z3. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's let's see. Wait a minute. I just caught this. The first 5G ultra band mobile sites are Chicago and Minneapolis.
Right.
Okay.
Period. And I'll bet you it's only parts of those cities.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. It just selected areas, so.
Exactly.
So
and keep in mind, yes, the Moto Z3, but you have to have the 5G
mod.
Moto mod to go with it. Because if you don't have the Moto mod, you're not getting any 5G on that Moto Z3.
Yeah. So, and that's apparently the 5G device. Yeah. Itself. Yeah. So I'm reading here. In other words, pre-ordering the Moto Z3 and the 5G Moto model will get you high-end 5G smartphone for $540 off the regular price.
Right. If you if you pre-ordered yesterday you had to order both.
Mm-hmm.
March 14th, because that 500, that 540 off was for 1 day.
Whoa! So wait a minute. I'm seeing the price here. Buy it later. You have to pay. Wait a minute. $349. Is that for the combo for both of them for $349, or is that just a device?
I'm thinking it's going to be just the device. Yeah, that's just for the Moto mod itself.
Holy!
That's what Moto mod itself. Somebody's going to pay for all that.
Verizon getting paid.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you ordered both yesterday, boy, you saved a ton of money. Otherwise, no. You're going to pay for the mod and however much the Z3 costs.
Again, don't buy anything that says 5G, people.
Right? What have I said from the beginning? Wait till next year. That's what I've said.
And I agree to a point. I'm still hesitant to even say next year they're going to have their together. Things
will come down to some degree. And by the end of the year, they'll all have some kind of 5G service.
So I'm shocked that I'm going to just go look real quick. I'm going to look here.
They were trying to get you to get that thing yesterday.
Yeah, they want to.
Wonder how many they sell.
Push them sales.
That would be interesting to see how many they did sell, because this is the first I've heard of that, and I hear of it a day later.
Yeah, I got emails. I know that. I just kind of
I got them too. I didn't bother reading it because I knew
I said forget it. Yeah. So.
Story of my life, day late, dollar short. Okay.
Okay, here we go. 480. I'm at the Motorola site. 480 for the Moto Z.
The Moto Z3.
Moto Z3 just by itself now.
And $349.99 for the Moto mod. Is it on there?
5G. Hold on. Pre-order. Of course, it takes you to. Come on, give me the price. They got me scrolling. They give me all the 5G mumbo jumbo here.
What do you think this is? The price is right? No.
Yeah. No, they don't even really. I go click on the link and
it took me an article. If you didn't buy it yesterday, it's going to be $349.
Right. Meanwhile, I don't know all the other mods. Look at all the other mods. Good God, there are a lot of them on sale.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
they haven't sold mods in a few years.
Yeah, they
worth anything. Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have a price on the darn. They don't have it. Oh, you're right. Hey, George, check this out. I'm at the site in for Chicago. They give you the Loop, the Magnificent Mile, the Gold Coast, North, River North, and Old Town. So they specify sections of town.
And I don't know Chicago well, but I bet you those are all downtown areas.
Right. And then you have Minneapolis, downtown west, downtown east, and Elliott Park.
Mark, if you're in here, let us know those areas of Minneapolis. Are they like downtown?
Yeah.
Mark lives in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
He's in here. He'll tell us.
Yeah. So I don't see the details. Pre-order. Oh, still the sale's still up. Looks like.
Oh, so you can still get it for $50?
That's what it's saying here. Pre-ordered. 5G Moto Mod, just $50. Which ain't bad.
So I guess the article was wrong that it was just for one day.
No, yeah.
Now it's be interesting to see how many days they keep that at that price.
Well, wait a minute. Well, I was going to say if they're not selling it, maybe they extended it. Maybe they kept it going.
Yeah, because nobody picked it up yesterday. Yeah, or practically nobody.
I'm just reading the article here. The mod is essentially a full-fledged smartphone, rocking the new chipset, the 855 processor, 5G modem, 5G antennas, and a 2,000 milliamp battery. So the mod has everything but a keypad and an earpiece.
Right. Yeah. But they were saying that the mod itself is basically a phone. That's not a phone.
Unreal. What's some of the comments? I was busy reading all about this.
Everybody was.
Well, of course, Nigel was saying his next device will be the P30 Pro, but of course he's in England, so yeah.
He loves them Huawei phones,
and that comes out in Paris in a couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, so that's about it for the Moto Z3 and its mod.
Right.
And again, I'll just do another PSA. Don't buy anything 5G, okay?
Exactly. Now, of course, this is all Verizon too, by the way.
Yes.
And their service starts on what day did they say? Oh, April 11th. Verizon's 5G service will start in those two cities only. Sounds like downtown to me.
Jeez.
Verizon's gonna push that 5G. Watch, Mike. You're gonna see 5G Motorola phones everywhere. Watch.
Yeah.
They're gonna push it. They're gonna push that phone for people who don't.
Cities. They gotta spread them out to more cities.
For people who don't know no better, they're gonna be having everybody buy that phone.
And between that and the Samsung phone.
Yeah. When that 5G comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's an exclusive on Verizon for a while, right?
Yeah, 5G for a few months at least, I guess.
Yeah. So and that's interesting. One of you said that they're going to be pushing it. You're right. They are going to push. They're going to be pushing that stuff. So I don't mean to jump off track here real quick, but talking about pushing things. Did you guys read that article, Eleanor? And I think George, did you get that article about the person went to two phone stores to see about this?
I was just about to talk about that. Yeah, I read that. I think George posted that like last week or the beginning of the week.
Okay.
He went to. They were talking about the S10, right? If it was selling,
but they played themselves off as regular consumers, right?
Yeah.
I think he was there to try and convince his wife to get a new phone. That's what he was doing, and the guys just they just kind of like gave him such line of bull. And I read it, and when I got done reading, I'm like going, I don't even want to associate myself in this. That's embarrassing. That was so embarrassing to read. It really was. It was unreal.
But the guy, the article, he was trying to see if they were selling, and it seemed like the one guy said he only sold one. That was like a pre-order, and then the other guy said he sold two or something like.
That was a regular S10.
I think it was just, I don't remember which model, but he was just saying, he was like, are they selling good? And he was like, I've sold one. And he was like, I think the other guy sold like one.
Hey, how do you like the one guy? I think it says, I'm a iPhone guy. Go talk to him. He purposely told, go talk to the other guy. He's an Android guy. I'm
really?
Like, wow.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, I'm the what did he say? I'm the Apple expert or something in the store or something.
But you see the article. First, I went into a T-Mobile store. I've generally found T-Mobile to have the most polished and talented customer service over the last couple. I've heard that over and over from big YouTubers that the T-Mobile people at least know what they're talking about, where none of the others seem to.
Mm-hmm. But he wasn't too impressed with T-Mobile either, I think, in that article. I wish I kept it. I didn't keep it.
I had forgotten I had even posted it. Eleanor originally sent me that article.
Okay, yeah. So it's just and then what you were talking about is you're going to get these salespeople going to try and make the people who come in that that phone is that's a piece of you know what, get this one, you just going to slap this on here and this is going to fix all your problems.
Well, the thing I loved in the article, I remember reading this when I first got it. He's saying it's the first 5G enabled phone he's talking about, right? And so he asked the guy, how long will it be before 5G happens? We'll have to wait for the Sprint merger to be completed, and then we'll have to put up more. So in other words, you may never see it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But he's still like, buy the phone though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the one guy said something like, he was like, what phone do you have? And he was like, I'm using an iPhone. I've been on iPhone since 2008. It'll be too much for me to switch or something, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That article, that was a good article. They always put one of those out. Like with every big phone release, they always somebody always does that. Somebody always, there's always one somewhere where somebody's like they went into the store to see what the people try to push them to buy. Yeah, that was
that was. And you see what the guy said, but this S10 should be better, and your wife should upgrade from her S7 very soon because her connection will deteriorate.
You said.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
that was
the worst
who
part.
Was that? Was that AT&T?
Which one is it? I don't even know which one we're in now. I thought he was still in T-Mobile. I think it was still in T-Mobile.
That was T-Mobile, I think.
Yeah. He hadn't got to AT&T yet. Yeah.
He told him your connection's going to get worse.
Yeah, is that terrible? That's low down.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Imagine if Johnny Legier is watching this. We probably just got that guy fired.
Yeah, really.
He told him your connection's going to get worse. That is crazy. That right there is crazy. If that guy didn't know any better, he would have been upgrading that phone. He would have been upgrading that S7.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and check out. So we get DSLR photos on a Huawei phone. Oh, wait a minute, Nigel, you want to turn this off? You don't want to hear.
Oh, yeah. George, you want to get that one?
What are we doing? Oh,
with Huawei.
Yeah, Nigel, you're not gonna like this story. Where is it? You guys are making me jump around too much.
George, you could just about talk about this one off the top of your head. This is the third time.
Yeah, this is so. All right, Nigel, you may want to stop listening because I'm going to talk about Huawei. And I liked Huawei for a while, but I'm in the United States now, so you know how that goes. Anyway, title of the story: Huawei has now tried passing off DSLR photos as smartphone shots 3 times. It should know better. So the story goes on to say, a few days back, stories broke that Huawei had tried to pass off not just one, but at least 2 photos of part of a teaser image for the upcoming P30's telescopic optical zoom. Both were professional DSLR shots. And this is the worst part. Sounds so Huawei. One of which was easily reverse search as being from a stock image repository on the web. So they just grabbed this from somebody's stock image repository. Right. And the other outed as shot by someone back in 2009 on a DSLR. Okay? So they don't even bother trying to hide the stuff. Facts came to light quickly and without much effort. Huawei was caught red-handed, and its latter attempt to sidestep an apology seemed half-hearted at best. So they still haven't apologized. They're not going to apologize. Huawei claims, of course, that it never intended to deceive, and so why would it apologize? Does that not sound like what they've been saying to the United States for the last 2 years? We didn't do anything.
Yeah, really.
It just seems like they have a culture of doing shady stuff.
Yeah,
all over the place.
Didn't they try? Or are they suing the United States? Were they
Yes,
suing?
they sued for some kind of taking away the whatever it was. But yes, they're suing them. It's going to be interesting. It seems to me the United States has an awful lot of evidence to slap that suit right down, but we'll find out.
Right. I see in the article it mentions that Samsung tried to do the same thing on their mid-range phones.
Yeah. Yeah. Samsung was caught. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Samsung was caught doing this in December in a regional advertisement for a mid-range handset. And that's essentially the same thing, right? Essentially the same thing, right? But two wrongs don't make a right.
Make a right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at it. I'm checking.
Yet I have a feeling that it is the everybody does it logic, which continues to perpetuate what is clearly an attitude inside Huawei's marketing. And that's what I think seems like a culture in Huawei. Mm-hmm. They seem to think what they do, everybody does. And maybe as far as cheating on camera, advertisements, maybe everybody does, but not everybody does the stuff you guys do. Not everybody sells to Iran. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I see here. I'm reading on here. It says that they AstroTurf. I guess that's what you call it. AstroTurf Best Buy.
I never heard listings. Of AstroTurfing.
Yeah, listings for the Mate 10 with fake reviews. Right. Wow.
Yeah, and Samsung was caught doing the same thing in 2013. I remember that. And Oppo was caught at the same time last year because Huawei got caught doing it again last year, and so did Oppo. That's true. And I'd need two hands for every Chinese phone manufacturer I've seen slicing bezels off its phones in marketing imagery. Okay, he said it's happened so much nobody either bothers talking about it anymore.
What they make the picture look like the bezels are smaller? Is
like
that
the bezels? Yeah, like the bezels.
The bezels are smaller, but yet when you get the device, it's
why are these bezels so big?
Big, right? Got you. I can't get over that.
Nigel said nothing will stop him from loving Huawei. I was reading
Nigel.
All these comments. Y'all missing out. Did you see? Let me see.
Go ahead.
Altered Tech was talking to DJ Sabri. He said the 845 on the OnePlus 6T gives better performance than the 855 on the S10. The S9 has a delay for some reason when opening and flipping screens. And Altered said he made a video, but he didn't edit it yet.
Yeah. He said he made a rant video showing how the S9 has a slight delay with the Samsung One UI. I saw somebody else that said the same type of thing. The only S9 we have is Eleanor's, and I haven't touched it, so I don't know. Eventually, I'll be comparing the S10e with it, but it could be.
Now, I got a question for y'all. It's off topic. I don't know if you've seen it. Y'all probably seen it in the room. Mike, you have you got one too, George. Do you use dark mode on your OnePlus?
Yes. Oh, I saw that conversation you had with
battery. Does your battery life better? Is it better with dark mode?
I found it to be pretty much the same. Because Android Study brought the whole conversation up yesterday. Yeah,
I can't imagine that it's that similar. See, I never really sat there and tried to compare it, but
didn't one of the guys said it was like 3%?
They said it was that's what they kept saying. They were like, it's only 3% better. I just don't see how that little bit is all you get. Even after Google and everybody came out and was like, dark mode.
The dark mode is just an asset to it. I think the battery life in these phones are getting better because of the chipsets that they're using.
I agree. And probably more Qualcomm than anybody else.
Yeah, and the software though too. So
yeah.
It's
like, look, Mike, on your OnePlus, what do you have on there? You have dark mode on?
What in the settings?
Yeah.
When I go to settings, I turn on dark mode. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, have you ever tried to use dark mode and see if your phone lasts less without dark mode? You know what I mean? See if you get worse battery life without dark mode.
To be honest with you, no. I don't think there's going to be a big difference. I didn't even try. I do it. You know what? Will I do it for aesthetics? I do it because it's different
Right.
and because it looks cool for me.
Because it's
That's
cool
all.
looking, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, I got. Let's see here. Let me see.
Now I did
mean,
try dark mode on the iPhone, and it looked cool, but when you open certain apps, they look terrible.
It don't have no dark mode. You
Well,
tried
there
that.
is there is a way to put dark mode on iPhone, but some apps end up looking terrible.
I never even
Right.
turned that on. That reverse.
No, I
reverse
turned it
color.
on. Who was it that made the video about the other day? What's his name? It'll come to me. I'm old.
Everybody makes them videos, but I don't know who did it. Hopefully they put a dark mode on 13. I know the MacBooks got dark mode already.
Yeah. See,
Okay.
here's the thing about these screens. Like, I couldn't see a dark mode on an iPhone like I have, or even George has. I don't think I'd be great looking, but these OLED or POLED screens really look great.
Yeah.
And with a black, like I got that. I mean, that's just, I think that looks dynamite.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my OnePlus, I use it's a mixture of reds, whites, and gray. I got a
Thought you were gonna say red, white, and blue and be patriotic. Okay.
Yeah. I use
Dan Tanner is the one who put a video out.
Did he?
So I put dark mode on my iPhone, and it looked really cool on some apps and on the phone itself. But on some apps, the discoloration was unbelievable because those apps weren't ready for dark mode, I guess.
Look what DJ's correct. I have to agree though. DJ's correct on the eyes, and I found it easier. Did you guys do on Messenger? The dark mode on Messenger?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And I find it more, appealing.
I agree, 100%.
All those colors are too. See, I don't like the white, like on the Pixel, how everything is white. I don't like that on the iPhone. Everything is white. So dark mode for me, yeah. But I just thought it gave you more of a battery.
It just occurred to me, as much snow as you guys have had, you've had enough whiteouts, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true, George.
Yeah.
Well, we got a couple more weeks, Mike, before we're out of the snow. But I think I saw Monday.
Yeah, spring is next Thursday. I thought
I think I saw we might get snow Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just moved out of Jersey at the right time.
Look,
never got snow like that in my 44 years.
I got the window open. It's a gorgeous breeze blowing here. I'm in. It's nice, but now he's telling me it probably will be. It's probably going to be cold on Monday.
Well, feel good. You're warmer than we are in Tennessee right at this second. So
how cold are you down there, George?
Oh, well, I mean, we had a gorgeous day. I think it must have hit around 70. But when we started, I looked at, because you said with the temperatures, right now it's 56 here.
Is it?
You're warmer than that, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was nice. Yeah, here it was nice. I think it was in the 70s here today.
67 right now.
Yeah, I think we got up to around 70 today. All I know is I'll be cutting the front grass tomorrow.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. It's showing up as snow shower on Monday. Yeah.
Okay. Glad
George, Nigel said, do you have dark mode on your S10e?
Yes.
You do.
Oh,
do you have it on?
No, I don't have it on. No, I don't have it. I haven't turned it on yet.
Yeah, see, I
was looking at my dark mode on my YouTube that I'm looking at, and I'm thinking, but no, I haven't turned it on the whole phone.
Yeah.
So I did turn dark. You talk about dark mode. I turned it on my iPhone dark mode for YouTube, and I like the look of that.
I have dark mode on everything for YouTube.
Did you?
And Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you got next there, Mr. Will?
I saw your thing, Mike, about Messenger. That's how I looked up dark mode for that, because I didn't even know it had dark mode. I think you posted something.
It was when your mother posted something, Mike, that I went and changed mine on Messenger. Yeah.
And then I was like, how do you turn it on? And I had to look it up and see you had to send a moon over there.
A moon, you had to send a moon to somebody, and all of a sudden the moon fell down. And it was crazy. I'm like,
He couldn't just make it a switch.
So you're saying Mike mooned you? Okay, never mind. I'm not going there.
He didn't send it to me. Let me see. These are yours, Mike. Let me see. I didn't read these, but We got. I guess we should start with the Spotify one.
Yeah. It's Spotify files antitrust complaint against Apple tax in the EU. Spotify alleges that Apple uses its ownership over iOS and the App Store to impose Apple tax that stifles competition.
Yeah.
And basically, what they're doing is they're suing them in Europe. It was filed an antitrust complaint with the European Commission, allegedly that Apple unfairly disadvantages competitors that rely on its platform to reach more than 1 billion iOS users. Basically, in a summary, is they got a problem with. We talked about this before, where every app, if there's a transaction goes through, Apple takes 30% of the cut on the app, and there's no way of using your credit card or debit card or even your checking account if you want to pay for Spotify. They make you use the Apple Pay service to pay for it. So that's how they
can't go through the Apple Pay. You can't go through Apple Pay and do that.
You can. They make you go through Apple Pay.
Yeah, but if the company won't pay the 30%, then you can't.
Right. So another things that they have an issue over is what devices that are on there. Apparently, it locked Spotify and other competitors out of Apple service such as Siri, HomePod, and Apple Watch, and pretty much direct you to their own Apple Music only, and which is true. I know people complain about the HomePod, which is a big pod that kind of gives you some Apple stuff, and that's it. They don't offer much as far as third party, using it, access to it. So go ahead, George.
One thing I find interesting here is that apps like Uber and Deliveroo do not have to pay the $30 fee. That's interesting. I wonder why.
Yeah, well, that scratches your head. They ain't getting this for free. There's got to be something going on with that.
Yeah, but they're obviously beating out everybody else. That's for sure.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Spotify went as far to make a nice video, basically spelling it out, a two-minute video, and it's worth your time to check it out. I'll say that because it kind of explains everything that Apple does to, in this case, I think it's just not Spotify. I think it's to many other things, and it's interesting. So I was kind of like trying. I found it. I found the link, and I lost it. I had to go back and re-Google it to find it. But it was interesting to find. And through my search, Apple came back with a rebuttal from their newsroom, and they go on. Is basically the opening line is, "We believe that technology achieves its true potential when it is infused with human creativity and integrity and ingenuity." I'm sorry. From the earliest days, we build our devices, software, and services to help artists, musicians, and creators, visionaries do what they do best. It goes on and on about how they, 16 years ago, they launched iTunes Store, and they go on and on. But they go and highlight this. Spotify claims we're blocking their access to products and updates to their apps. And it says, let's clear this one up right away. We approve and distribute nearly 200 apps updates to Spotify's behalf, resulting in 300 million download copies of Spotify app. The only time we've requested adjustments is when Spotify has tried to sidestep the same rules that everyone others apply. Right.
Oh, and by the way, if anybody watching wants to look at the video, I guess it's on YouTube. The name of the video is "Time to Play Fair."
Right.
That's the video that Spotify.
Now, Mike. Now, this is just what Rob said. That's how I feel about it. You can't be.
Read what Rob said.
He said he agrees with front page text assessment of the Spotify and Apple issue. Spotify needs to shut up and deal with it. It's Apple's hardware and Apple's customers. He said,
Yeah,
so Spotify, listen, George, Spotify needs to build their own hardware and take the risk that Apple and Google and other OEMs have done. You are using their customer base to sell your services. Spotify needs to be grateful. And it's true because
what
listen,
does that
George,
tell you? That's why they filed it in the EU, not in the United States, because the EU loves to go after
like this
issues
type of stuff,
just like this. They
like
find
what they did to Google.
Google $5 billion here. You know, this is what the EU loves to do. I'll bet you in Europe, Spotify is going to win. They wouldn't have won in the United States.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because the EU has a bunch of greedy control freaks that want to come down on every big United States tech company.
Yeah, like how can you? That's like Google being mad that Samsung doesn't let you remap to their assistant.
I agree.
You know what I mean? You can't.
I agree.
How can you be mad? It's their thing. They shouldn't allow you to use.
I agree. But they're going to get away with this with the EU. This is part of what Brexit is all about, in my opinion, because England saying we've had enough of this crap, and I agree with them. You know, as you can see, I've written like 12, 14 articles over the last 2 years about the EU, and yes, I'm not a fan.
So,
you know,
you got Will, can you put these links in your show? You know, at the end.
What I mean, yeah.
Because it's surprising though. What I was shocked to find was, okay, the reports are out with Spotify saying, but Apple took the time to address all these, answer it, and I was like, whoa, you know, that's, and it goes on. I'm reading here. We reached out to Spotify about Siri and AirPlay 2 support on several occasions. They told us they were working on it, and we stand ready to help them when we can. Spotify is deeply integrated into platforms like CarPlay, and they have access to the same app development tools and resources that any other developer has. It goes on to saying here, we've found Spotify claims about Apple Watch essentially surprising. When Spotify submitted their Apple Watch app in September of 2018, we reviewed it and improved it with the same process and speed with which we would be on any other app. In fact, Spotify Watch app is currently the #1 app in the watch music category. And then they actually call them out and say that they're not in the watch. Yeah, it says it here. What the heck are they talking about?
But do you know why they responded to it? Don't you?
No,
because I guarantee you, Apple is very well aware that in the EU, this is probably going to go against them.
Yes,
because the EU, the European Commission, those are the guys who actually do the finding. They have a habit of going into the pocket of big United States tech companies, and they haven't done it to Apple yet. Well, it's probably their turn. Because they've done it to Microsoft and they've done it to Google, and they're going to get to all of us. Trust me.
They got to pay the EU tax, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah, but that's crazy because how can you be mad at them? Because it's their, you know what I mean? It's their product. Like they're letting you on their service.
Yeah, right.
You can't be in the App Store, and then what you going to do?
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. But the EU hates successful U.S. tech companies.
Well,
they're going to get their cut.
The fix is going to be go get a Windows computer, go to the Spotify website, place your order.
Exactly.
Use what you want to pay for it, and then you're good to go.
But George, didn't this happen with Netflix? The same kind of
thing.
Not that I know of.
Well, not this bad. No, Netflix was crying to blue.
They didn't sue, but they weren't able to. They something about in-app purchases, like they took it away because they didn't want to pay.
Right. They shut down on the iPhone, on your apps on your phone.
Okay.
iPhone to be able to order that
service. It takes you to like the website outside of the App Store or something like that.
Yeah, they might have, but
something like that.
Yeah, but definitely though, if you want to subscribe to Netflix, you don't do it through the app. You go
'Cause they don't
somewhere
wanna
else.
pay.
Right. They don't want to pay. Exactly.
But you know what they did, Mike? After they did that, they raised the price. Right after they they saved their 30% and they raised the price.
So they did both at the same time. Okay.
Yeah. But I think the price thing might have been planned, but you know.
Yeah. It was just interesting to see the little back and forth like this. That's just surprising.
Well, I give Apple credit for coming up with an answer and for answering it point by point.
And everybody's point in the comments, especially Rob's, he has an interesting, or in this case, who was it, from Page Tech? It is an interesting spin to that is their, you know what, it's it is their platform. It is
exactly.
They could say no to Spotify. No, we don't want you. Get out.
And in the U.S., that's exactly what they'd probably hear in court, but not in the EU. I guarantee you.
Yeah, because Apple wants you to use Apple Music. Why would they want you to use? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Why would they take 30% when they can be taking all of it?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Do you see Alter Text? It says someone has to pay for the royal weddings. They should put a sticker saying "paid by American Tech."
yeah, but Rishi, the problem here is this is not in England because England is leaving the EU. So, and that's where your royal weddings are. So England is going to benefit from any of that. But the rest of the EU, yeah, they're going to Apple's pocket and take out a big chunk.
Check out DJ's comment here. We have another British fellow here.
Being a British citizen, I can only confirm what George said about the EU. We can't even leave the EU in time without a Brexit deal. Right on, brother. Yes, I cannot stand the EU and their. I thought all politicians were greedy. These guys are just as greedy and control freaks at the same time. So they want everything. And boy, they hate successful American tech companies, and boy, does it show. And they probably can't stand the British ones now because they want to leave them. And I don't blame them.
I gotta say this. Now. This is two people that are watching the show right now. What is it? 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning in London right now.
Well, I'm impressed. Thank you very much for watching. And DJ Beans, I'm sorry. I think you're a new face here. We gotta get Will up to 50 subscribers. So please subscribe to Will's channel.
And DJ, type in the comments. In order for that to happen, Will needs to put out at least one video once every 6 months.
George, I gave him content. I gave him with even
exactly.
with a card. He could have just reviewed that. All right.
Mike,
DJ said, wait. DJ said Queen Elizabeth is old enough to be George's grandma.
Yeah,
I love that. Mike, she was around when I was a little kid. That's true.
Mike, I'll live stream my double.
Yeah.
Live stream my double.
No, man. That's some rough stuff going on.
Do you have a doppelganger walking around?
Oh man. Yeah. So at 1 a.m. It's just 9 here.
Wow. So who's going to get this? Or should I take?
Oh, that's right. Our time changed, so now they're only 4 hours ahead. That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it clickbait? I just saw that, Mike. Oh wow, Android 10. I just seen that. They're not putting Android 10 on there.
You don't think so?
10?
All right. The article is about.
No. I'm thinking. Okay, yeah, that's already coming. Okay. That's already cute.
I said on a Q.
Are you guys on the next article already, or
we're just?
Mike started talking about it.
Okay. Yeah. Why was there something else, George?
No. You got ahead of me. I'm older than you guys.
Well, come on, George. Keep up. Let's go.
All right, I'll try to stay awake.
Okay. So anyway, Android Q, or Android 10, as I'm probably going to prefer to call it, beta came out. That was probably the biggest news of the week, I think.
Well, yesterday, right?
Was it yesterday? I don't know.
They're all running together.
Yeah. So, but they surprised us, and they're saying there's a lot of hints or clues. There seems like the original Pixel and Pixel XL was going to get Android Q.
Android Q beta right now.
Beta now, which shocked a lot of people because it really, in past devices, never really got the beta because it's past its 2-year mark.
Right. The original Pixels are past the 2-year mark.
Yeah. So I find that it very interesting to see this device getting breath of fresh air. And I'm trying to find this in here about. You guys laughed at, or you were talking about, they made a point of saying, like, you know, about it has a, oh, here it is. Clearly, Google is aware that the phone still has an active fan base. And no surprise, considering they marked a new era in Google mobile hardware. So there's still a fan base for the Nexus phones, too. You know?
Right. But there's one sentence that says Google came to the decision to include the 2016 Pixels based on popular demand. So they're listening.
So that,
you know what, though? That's messed up, because what that tells you is that if people didn't ask for it, they would never updated it. You know what I mean?
That's certainly what it says. That's true.
That's messed up. I mean, it's
but
good
but it's nice that they're listening. Most companies wouldn't.
Yeah, but I think when
how long did it take for Samsung to get whatever the TouchWiz garbage out? You know what I mean?
Years,
exactly. And we're all pleading for different phone manufacturers like Samsung, for example, to keep up better on their software updates. So
on their UI and stuff,
right.
Stop making duplicate apps.
Right, exactly. So, but the biggest question too is what's sort of sucks is if they have the technology to push out a beta and then let this phone go on to a 3rd year. All the other years, it's been 2 years, and 2 years, and now we can do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like they can do it if they want to. You know what I mean? So if you had a
Nexus 5,
the Nexus 6P or whatever,
right,
and they were like, we're just gonna stop now.
Right.
There was popular demand for that phone.
Exactly.
But they didn't want to do it because they want you to get the next Pixel.
Hey, don't forget it was about a year or so, within a year, they pushed up some kind of security patch to the Nexus 6. So they have a way of doing this stuff.
Right.
And I think that's just a bunch of malarkey. And again, this is where we had this conversation about Apple can always update their phones for 5 years.
Now, Mike, if Google is able to do it, what's that tell you about Samsung only giving you 2 years?
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
And all the other ones.
Yeah,
I mean, it's good they updated it, but it's kind of, to me, it makes me look at them like that's messed up. You know what I mean?
It is the whole thing is messed up. So
yeah, and RP3 is saying that won't happen with Samsung. LOL. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, that's.
If you told me that Ultratech, if you told me that the OG Pixel would get Q, then I would have kept it. It's going to get Q before my $900. Yeah, he's right. Hey, is George, is that your friend Mark from the?
Yeah, that's Mark. Yeah, that's Mark.
Okay.
What was I asking him?
Mark's going to get 5G, but first he's got to take physically himself and the phone down to downtown East or downtown West and Elliott Park. I think he's got to go to. So go there, get your new Verizon phone, and go get 5G. And then if you live on the outskirts of town, you're going to have 5G, 4G.
Exactly.
But listen, the deal is happening right now, is it not?
Mark is planning on moving to Arizona in the next 2 years. So.
Is he? Oh man.
You know what? I think the only reason Google updated it is because they see people aren't buying phones. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't be a bit surprised, Will.
You know what I mean? The phones aren't selling like they were, so now they're like, well, let's update it so we can build a fan base.
Yeah, you may well be right, Will. That makes perfect sense. You know.
And they're still going to put out the Pixel 4, but at least the people who had the first Pixel, they'd be like, well, go buy a Pixel because they updated my phone for 3 years. That's the closest that you're getting to Apple nowadays, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So at least you'll feel like you got your money's worth. 'Cause, yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, that was a shock. I was like twiddling through the news feeds and stuff. I'm like, going,
you were what through? Twiddling through?
Twiddling.
How do you twiddle through? I've never done that.
Wait a minute. I'm at work. I'm like this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's looking. I can catch up on the news. Oh,
Right,
Instagram.
You got to show us old folks how to twiddle. Okay.
It's a Jersey thing. Okay. It's a South Jersey thing. Okay. You know what I mean?
The closest I can come to that is.
Mike, I don't know how to do that.
Is an old song, tweedly deedly deedly dee. Okay.
Mike, I don't know how to do that. That's not. It's not a South Jersey.
See, he doesn't know how to twiddle either.
You don't know how to twiddle here. I'm on Instagram right now.
So the younger folks don't know how to do it. The older folks don't know how to
That's
do
not
it.
a South. That's a Mike thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask Pat about that.
So he's going to be our twiddle master. Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, and George, you said you might be coming up, so I'll have to show you how to twiddle. Okay.
Okay. Exactly.
All right then.
Yeah.
I'm reading Six. I asked Six, did he get his update?
Yeah. Did he answer you?
Yeah, he's still stuck on December.
The note he'd get. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, you see what Tech Need said? I thought that's what Google said in the beginning, or maybe that's what they used to say. Like the chip couldn't update. He said the Google Pixel 1 is going on, but Android Q doesn't have the hardware capable of. That's what I thought their excuse was. The hardware couldn't run it.
Right. Then it's not the first time that conversation's been up, not just about the Pixel, but even on the Nexus devices.
Yeah, they would say it couldn't run it. But people, if you go to the to XDA or whatever, they're telling Munchie, I bet you could put. I bet you Munchie
could get anything but the XDA guys.
Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, please. Yes, you could get.
So we're saying the guys at XDA and Munchie are smarter than the guys at Google. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about money. That's all.
I'm asking.
I wonder if I have to sell a kidney to afford unlimited 5G plan.
5G data plan. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they were expensive. I think it was it AT&T came out with like a pricing thing too. I thought it said $70, something like that. I think it was for 15 gigs, something like that. I seen it on Twitter. They were talking about it.
That's a lot.
And then some people were saying like Verizon's is too cheap. Like Verizon's the $10 or whatever extra sounds like it's too cheap for a plan.
$10 sounds kind of reasonable, but $70? That's ridiculous.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
Well, that's your company, Will.
Well, I'm not buying no 5G no time soon, but
me neither.
I'll wait until they just put it in. Once it, how they're gonna do it. It'll just eventually it'll get cheap. It'll be cheap.
Well, a bit. See, I'm looking at DJ's comment here. He's got here. He's currently paid $35 a month. Well, okay. I guess I don't know. I just Googled it. It works out to be about $46 here in the States. But how is that unlimited? Wait a minute. Is that an unlimited plan? DJ, I'm asking, is that an unlimited plan? I'm just curious. But then again, $46 here is cheap still if it's unlimited. So
Six Luis's dad's S7 on T-Mobile got Pi, but his Note 8 is unlocked. Didn't get it. That is crazy.
That is. Hey, I'll go. Wait a minute. Still on March's 2018 security patch. Okay.
Maybe you're getting a yearly security cycle.
Yeah. I'm really I'm looking forward to April because it'll be over a year. Usually they pull that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man,
unbelievable.
Well, I can't find it. That was on Twitter that I seen it. It wasn't in an article. They were talking about it on Twitter.
Okay.
What was that?
The price of because they were saying like Verizon's is this much, and then they said AT&T's was.
So who shared? Wait a minute. Who posted this? George, you posted an article on in our little chat room here. The Apple TV service.
Yeah. And I got to get back. I got out of it. I thought we were done with that stuff.
Well, no, I just was looking for other things that.
Where am I? I'm here.
What was it, Mike?
Days about Apple Apple TV service will reportedly be dominated by third-party content at launch.
Right. Apple will have very little to no original content when they launch on when they announce this thing. Or was it March 25th?
Yeah.
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 So they'll be leaning heavily on HBO and Stars and Showtime. And the article says they're scrambling at the last minute to try to get these deals done before the event on March 25th. And the deal hasn't been done up until the point that time that this article was written.
Well, that's the thing now. Are these people here? Here's another thing here. How are we going to get pay for these services? Are we going to have to go and sit at our laptop and pay for them because they don't?
I guess Apple is going to let us know that on March 25th.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, did you see the did you see the new plans? I thought about you when I saw it for DirecTV now.
Oh man. Oh
it's just as bad as cable.
Yeah. I don't know if Pat's still here. Her and I have been locking horns on that one.
It's just as bad as cable. I was like $110. Are they crazy?
I'm just trying to talk her out of maybe try and live without her Hallmark. But boy, that's like a sticking point. But
I'm saying her Hallmark is her Hallmark. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the thing though, I'm very, very fortunate is that I helped somebody out. Oh God, it's coming up probably a year now. Help her. It was that person I think I
remember that one.
Yeah, she had no idea how to use her phone, use her tablet. I helped her redo her plan. And so I she was like offering me money or a little, what can I do for you? And I kind of like said, well, can you give me your, set me up here and I'll get your discount. And it's what I'm living off of, her discount.
Okay.
AT&T thinks I have, I know I'm on air. I don't care.
I was gonna say you're announcing it live.
Oh, well, bring it. Okay. Cause if AT&T that desperate, then guess what, honey, you ain't getting Hallmark.
There's a attitude.
Or I am going to go to Sling, one or the other. Anyway, I get that, but I know though my plan that I have is going up probably $15 in about a year's time. Okay. I think I only had it at the super discounted rate with hers for only a few months, and then it went up by 5, and then now it's going up by 10 in next month's bill. So. But I still say it's cheaper, and I like the flexibility of getting something, getting whatever. I have Showtime now, and I got it for a few shows and a few movies, and I will share it with my son, but I don't use it much. And then I'm just going to go, Mike. I'm going to call Mike. I say, you ain't getting Showtime. Goodbye. I'm going to cancel it. You know what I mean? Where you're locked in, they lock you into a 2-year plan. No, it's not. It's just not for me. I hate getting locked in like that.
Love my YouTube TV.
But Mike, how much do you? Okay, see, I don't have. What do you have now? You have. Well, you said you get it at a discount. So I'm just thinking because how you can buy Showtime on its own, and it might be $10 a month or whatever, and stream it, or HBO on its own. I think Stars has one. They all have one now.
Right. I get HBO also part of this package, so I'm got a pretty good deal. And what else? I got Amazon because I'm a Prime member. I got the Hulu deal back at Christmas for 99 cents.
Wow, okay, that was a good deal.
Yeah. So, and when that goes, when the deal is up, if I like it, I'll get with it. Will and I love Loops.
Yes, I'm be on Loops tomorrow night. Loops is you could if you could deal with the guy yelling and screaming, you could watch all the boxing.
Oh, that's the one that Alan told us about?
No. This is a different one. This is free. $70 a month. The guy, $70. He'll buy like the fight and he streams it, so you can just watch it on there for free.
Oh, okay.
I wish they would get a what's that thing called? A Chromecast support, because then I'll be able to cast it to the TV.
Then you'll be good to go. Yeah,
but it still saves me $70. So. Okay. The one Alan talked about, if I was to use that one, I'd have to pay $20. I'd rather use.
That's right. You tried that one, didn't you?
Yeah, it's good though for the month, but I'd rather get it for free. Save my $20.
I'll take my YouTube TV just the way it is. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mike, I think what they're trying to do is like eventually they're probably all going to be like that. You know what I mean? They're gonna creep the price right up to where cable is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's gonna be it. And like right now, when it first started, we thought we had something good. And then now everybody's like, wow, these prices are just as bad as cable. We're gonna be with George on YouTube TV because
that's why I think Google's being smart. They're keeping YouTube TV at $40 a month or 30. And they haven't changed it at one drop, and they keep adding stations. You know, so I love that.
Yeah, that's too much money, man. That's crazy. I seen that price list, and I was like, this is just as bad as buying cable.
And with YouTube TV, the difference from cable is, you know, if cable, you want it on every television. Often you have to put a box on every television. I can have YouTube TV on any TV in my house, any phone in my house, any tablet in my house. It doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
See, that's why I bought the Roku box, George, because I stream. I don't even have cable boxes anymore. I have two. One of them's free, and one's in my mother-in-law's room. I stream my cable, so I don't pay the price for the box because they were charging me $10 each box.
Yeah. Wait. How many boxes you got?
5. I had 5. Now I have 2, so I'm only paying for 1.
Why are you only paying for 1 if you got 2?
Because one they give you for free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm only paying for
boxes. Don't need any boxes. So I'm good.
So what about Tubi? What's that, George?
Tubi is she loves her Tubi. Tubi is an app that's free, and if you love 60s, 70s, 80s TV, boy, they seem to have everything. You know, they got all the old stuff, and it's totally free. And she takes it and she streams it to the TV.
Yeah, that's better. Mike, I saw a while ago you were picking up the modem for your mom. I told you we need to get on eBay. I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna get on eBay and just try to order one. I'll let you know if it works. That'll save $13 a month off the bill.
Yeah. Let me know. You could be my guinea pig. I mean, I'm
gonna go on eBay and get one, man.
Yeah, well, mom's doing pretty good cutting. We're little by little cutting things. She's picking up on the Roku real nice, so she's doing real good.
She mentioned that she liked the Roku.
Yeah.
Show you how old I am. The one thing that I've watched on Tubi TV.
What's that?
Remember the Avengers with Speed and Mrs. Peel?
Yeah. Was he a British guy? Was he like a British guy? Yeah. Okay.
For some reason, I got hooked watching those particular shows, just those. So, like I said, 60s stuff. Tubi's the place to get it, and it's totally free.
Yeah, cutting that cord, man. Cable bills are a disaster. You know?
Yeah, I have no cord anymore.
Yeah,
it's been about a year that I've had YouTube TV now, and I love it.
Yeah, the Roku boxes, I'm streaming. I'm still paying Comcast, and I don't know what I'm going to do once my thing is over. I don't know if I'm going to do like George and get YouTube TV, or I got to figure out.
I have an Insignia TV in the living room, which has Roku built in. So I can watch a lot of Roku stuff on that one TV. But if you get an Insignia TV or a TCL TV, Roku's built into the TV.
Yeah. See, I got the boxes already. So I bought the boxes from Google Express. They had them. It was like buy 2 boxes, I think, and I saved like $20. So I think I paid like $30 for 2 boxes.
That's great.
And then one I bought from Walmart. So
okay.
I'm talking about streaming. I'm curious. Our British friends, DJ and Nigel, what do they do for TV? Do they stream, or are they in this cable box like we have here? I wonder.
I know my buddy in Scotland who I talk to 2 or 3 times a week. He's locked into a cable box thing with I forget who. I think Virgin, somebody like that. One of the biggies.
Okay. All right, but he can't get Wi-Fi and just stream stuff.
He can, but he's cheap as all get out. And he probably he's 2 years older than me, so he's your typical old guy, resistant to everything tech. So it's hard to get him to do anything.
Okay, you said enough there. I know what you mean.
Exactly.
I know what you mean.
Now, Mike, I got a question for you. since
Yeah.
we're here, you got more choices than I got. But have you ever tried Dish?
I did have. Oh, I didn't have Dish.
Not DirecTV, Dish.
No, I never had Dish. I had DirecTV. I still got the stupid satellite thing on my roof because of course they cut a hole in my ceiling or my roof, that not a hole but put the mounted on there with screws. I don't want to have a leak in my house, so
exactly, that's smart.
Yeah, I just leave it up there. But yeah, I had that. I liked it. I just didn't at the time didn't care for lose the signal.
Yeah.
Do you still lose your signal with both of them?
DirecTV was better the last I had it.
Okay.
They changed the dish, and it was. I mean, we get snow a lot, and I had it. I think 2 years ago. I think it snowed a decent amount, and the signal was all right. It didn't. I don't even think I had no time where the service went out. Okay. But you know how it goes. After you're done your thing, your price goes up. Like before I signed back up with Comcast, I think I was paying $100-something a month. Mm-hmm. But when even now,
you look like you're gonna rip your head off with whatever you have in your hand.
It's a comb. When I balance it out now, like paying for my TV, my internet, and the phone, I'm not really saving. And with DirecTV, everything depended on your internet, like your on demand, your DVR and all that. So it was a pain. So I was like, I might as well just go to Comcast. Otherwise, I would have had to have DirecTV for TV and then Comcast for internet and phone. It would have been too much. So I just got everything with Comcast.
Okay. Some of the comments here. Alter says, where I live, Optimum online works the entire city. No other alternatives. Yeah, well, Jersey City is another country anyway.
Jersey City is right across from Manhattan. Jersey City is a big place.
DJ says streaming is the future here. People are tired with Sky and Virgin Media.
Yeah, and that's my buddy in Scotland. He complains that he had Sky first, and then now he's got Virgin, and he complains often. But he's a complainer anyway, so you know how old folks are.
So Alter, I was going to ask you is, do you have Wi-Fi in your place? Why don't you check out some streaming stuff? And same thing with DJ. I don't know. Do they have Roku's there, or do they? I would think they have Chromecast at least. You can cast your stuff.
DJ and Nigel, do you have many streaming services over there?
Yeah. Or what devices?
DJ
said streaming is the future here. So
the future, yes. But what kind of streaming services they got? I wonder.
I'm going to share this with you guys, and I'm not joking. Breaking news here. Apparently, just came out a few hours ago. Apple dealt a legal blow as jury awards Qualcomm $31 million.
Okay.
Okay. The verdict gives Qualcomm the momentum as it heads into a bigger showdown with Apple next month.
So where are you sharing this?
I just put it in the comments. I don't know if you can hit the link. I put it in the comments for everybody else too.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah, I just was looking for some other newsworthy stuff, and I look at this.
So Apple lost, I guess.
Yeah.
DJ did answer. He said a Sky or Virgin TiVo box contract will cost you roughly $90 if you want all the cable channels. If you want the sport and entertainment packages. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have net neutrality over there, and I've seen people from Europe talk about.
We don't have it over here anymore either.
we have what's left of it, but they really fragmented it. There's TV. They break it down in categories. I mean, TV. Then there's lifestyles and sports and stuff like that. So
okay. DJ says Chromecast, Amazon sticks, pretty much same you all have in the States, I'd say. I use my Kodi on my Android box. Okay, so they do have some options there.
Okay. Got you.
And that's one thing one reason I love YouTube TV so much too. My wife complains about it, but I have at least 25 sports channels. I've got all kinds of sports channels. I love that.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is really heavy into sports. I will admit the the selection they have is like, wow. You know, if you're into sports, that's definitely up your alley for sure.
Yep.
For sure. So,
And tomorrow is the first Formula One race of the year, and I'll probably be out when it's on, but I'll.
I see they're in Melbourne. They're in Australia.
First race of the year is always in Australia. Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. My favorite sport on earth.
Now, what hour is that gonna? That's not gonna broadcast live.
I wasn't even aware of my friend from Scotland called yesterday, and he said it should be on here about 8 o'clock at night because it's Australia. That's the only one that comes on at that time. But I'll DVR it and I'm good. Because I'm gonna have a busy day tomorrow, putting a video, probably cutting grass, probably going out and shooting some video on 2 phones. So I'm gonna have a busy day tomorrow. I know.
Your grass grew. I saw. Yeah, you not long ago you posted pictures.
I cut my back grass last week, and for the first time this year, and as always, took me an hour and a half. But the front grass is about half, maybe less of the size of the back grass, so that'll take me about 45 minutes. So I'll do that tomorrow.
George, you're better than me, man. I hate.
Whatever causes me to get exercise is making me healthier. I will always take that option first. Always. Like tomorrow, I could either go bicycle riding if the park were open and it wasn't flooded still, or I could go motorcycle riding. Well, if the park was open, I'd go bicycle riding because I enjoy my motorcycle, but it doesn't make me healthier. Bicycle riding does.
You haven't been on your bike in a while, have you?
I haven't been on my bike in 2 weeks because
motorcycle.
I was on my motorcycle last Tuesday. I took a 12-mile ride. That was the first time in a couple of months.
Gotcha. DJ asked, have you ever been to Silverstone?
No. No, I watch it on TV every year, but I've never been to England so far. So,
and
not over yet.
Nigel wants to know who's going to challenge Hamilton this year.
From what my Scottish friend is telling me, he's like me. He's a big F1 fan. It sounds like Ferrari is going to be big time this year. But I would not count out. Okay, it'll come to me.
Mike, do you watch that?
Now I don't make a point of it. I used to. I will admit F1 is a lot more entertaining than some of the other motorsports.
Yeah, Red Bull. I wouldn't count out Red Bull either, but supposedly Ferrari's going to come on strong, so we'll see. And yeah, see, for me, I'm a real F1 fanatic. That is my favorite sport.
George, while you can do this, you should go to Canada or Texas. Is it Texas where they have?
I'll go to Texas. Yes, I'll go to Texas, right outside of Austin. Yeah, but yeah, actually, I started out as a 25-year NASCAR fan, but I finally stopped watching NASCAR because I got tired of watching half a race where they just drive around behind a pace car. Because for NASCAR, everything has a pace car for 5 laps, 10 laps, 15 laps, and I finally just stopped watching NASCAR. So I watch F1 and I watch IndyCar.
I was Alter saying he wonder if the McLaren 1+6T edition was a big hit there, and also I wonder if McLaren, while you're watching the show, are you going to see any commercials? I wonder, will OnePlus make a commercial?
No, they could. I highly doubt they could afford it.
Do you think there'll be any tie-ins? You don't see them like.
I don't see them spending the kind of money they have to make for a commercial. No, I don't think so.
Well, they had spent some money to get that F1.
We're talking big
money. Oh yeah.
One of the biggest sports on earth, if not the biggest sport on earth. Well, soccer would be first, and I don't think they could afford that. I really don't.
So
Nigel saying Hamilton will be F1 champion. I can't stand Hamilton. I don't know why. I've never been able to stand him. Still can't. Okay.
Let's see what else is here.
Speaking of OnePlus, what do y'all think? We know, what was it last year? Was OnePlus got on T-Mobile? I was talking to somebody about this. Do y'all think that they're going to do that kind of a what's it called? Like a promotion? Remember last year they were like basically trade in anything and get a OnePlus 6T.
Right.
What do y'all think they're going to do for the OnePlus 7 to sell it?
I'm thinking with the success of the OnePlus 16, that's by far the biggest success OnePlus has ever had. Yeah, I'd be looking to do that if I were them, wouldn't you?
I guess. I'm just wondering. I don't know. I don't know, because how long can you get by, you know what I mean, basically giving the phone away?
Well, they are and they aren't. You know, they've sold more phones, way more phones than they've ever sold before. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but do you think did they sell them or did they give them away?
You know, they're making any money or not? I
You know what I
don't know.
mean?
My guess is they're making some. You know,
Because they were giving them away. Last year, they were taking everything.
yeah, but they weren't giving them away. I mean, they weren't handing them out free. You know,
What were they? What was the deal? I don't remember. It was like get a phone for, was it half price or?
I traded in my LG V30 and got $350 off, I think, something like that.
Jeez, might as well be giving it.
No, 300. No, it's 300. It was 300. Yeah.
See, what was this here? What I just saw something here.
But to get my S10, I got 300 for my LG G6, so just as good a deal. You know.
Yeah.
George, you have no more LG phones, do you now?
No, I do not.
Well, he still got his wide angle camera, so he probably don't miss it.
Exactly.
I noticed Gary Brown mentioned it, and I just caught a thing here. Anybody miss Allo?
Oh, no.
Allo.
I tried to go with Allo in the beginning, and there's like the world jumped off it immediately, so there was nobody to use it with. You know?
Yeah.
You know, but I like a Duo. You know,
Mike, how about Inbox? Inbox is gone too, right?
No, I still got it on my phones.
I think Inbox is coming.
It's coming. I know. I know. And the app isn't in the App Store anymore. I went there to check it out recently for the Inbox, but I still have it. It's still working. I ain't getting rid of it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I stopped using Inbox 2 years ago. So
I like it a lot. I like
Inbox. I love
you could hit one hit and dump all your email.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You get all those what do you call it? Promotion, and what's the other one? Social. You just you just boop, done.
Yeah.
I like, and I don't know. I like the layout. I like the way it looks. I'm trying to find it. Where's Inbox? Oh, you know what I wanted to see is the Play Store.
Gary Brown says Allo was a good place to message your side chicks. I'll take your word for it, brother.
Oh my God.
So since his name is Gary, I guess this gives new meaning to Gary Player, huh? Okay.
That's different.
Gary is crazy. Well, nobody knew what it was, so nobody would go look for no messages in that app, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's about as fast as it came in there. They were cutting it. I mean, they were cutting the people. They were cutting
it's going so fast.
Yeah. So, I got a question for DJ Beans. He's a new face in the room.
He and Nigel are going back and forth.
Yeah, I was wondering, DJ, what phones do you rock? What do you have? So, I'm trying to find. Here we go. I'll go to Inbox. Inbox is gone. Let's see, Allo.
You're talking about the Play Store, right?
Yeah, I'm in the place. Oh, look, look.
Still there.
It's still there. But wait a minute. I'm gonna go and do Inbox. And it's not there. Now go figure. It's supposed to be done.
You would think it would have been the other way around, wouldn't you?
I'm going to install it and just see what happens.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Nigel says, "I'm enjoying the stream tonight, guys, like I do every week. So keep up the amazing work, guys."
Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel.
Thank you.
Let me see if Inbox is still on iPhone.
It is.
It's still on the iPhone?
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna Allo message you, Will. Okay.
I don't even have.
Let me see if Allo makes it into the. Let me see if Allo's in the App Store on Apple.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss Inbox. I'm gonna miss Google Plus. Google Plus, man, it just true.
Inbox by Gmail is still there.
Where?
I just downloaded it.
Yeah.
On the iPhone?
Yeah, it's still there.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all have the Gmail outage?
Wait a minute. The bigger outage. Hold on. The world stopped because Instagram and Facebook went down.
Facebook were gone for like what 6 hours or something like that yesterday. Oh man! And it was worldwide.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was everybody was losing their minds, and I blame Casey Neistat because
Casey Neistat.
Because Casey went to he decided to stop using Instagram and Twitter on his phones. He's doing any socializing he does it from home on his computer. So the problem was he's always on his phone doing this. You know what I mean? Not paying attention to what's going on.
Wanted to stop that.
But the day he puts out the video that I'm deleting these apps,
right.
All of a sudden Facebook, Instagram did a toilet,
Oh, Gary says Allo is not working.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay.
It's working for me.
It is working for you.
Yeah, unless, I don't know. Yeah, looks like it. I'm about to use it to clean out my thing, like Mike said, delete my email.
Oh, Mike US DJ, what phones he has? He has the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus that I had for a long time, and the OnePlus 6T.
Okay.
Very nice. Nigel says he has the Mate 20 Pro, the iPhone 10s Max, and he just got it. I know he just got his 10e yesterday or this week anyway, or the day before, and he got the yellow version. Made me jealous, and he got a watch band to match it, and for the watch and everything.
I just inflated.
I just got it.
Gary Brown said Al's not working, and Rob RP3 says didn't even notice. That's what the world would say.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. I just love the articles. I read all the articles, and pretty much they say about the same thing we all say. It's just like they threw it out there and
it disappeared almost.
Not even disappeared. They didn't even support it. They didn't promote it.
Didn't do nothing. Yeah.
They didn't. I mean, they released Duo and Allo at the same time, and then Duo was constantly getting updates, constantly making.
And they at least support Duo even today, and Duo seems to keep getting better.
And it is good. I like it. I like it a lot. I like Duo a lot. So.
Yeah, they fixed. They added a lot of nice stuff to Duo. You can leave messages now and all that.
Yeah, and you can go on desktop.
Desktop maybe.
So, and I never, ever, ever, I can say with Duo, if I want a video call, man, it is spot on. Never had a little spinnies, no, a pixelation, nothing.
The last time I was on Duo, which was I guess weeks ago, it was great. So
let me see here. Oh, did you accept my invitation? Come on, man. Let's see.
I'm not installing that.
Come on. I know you only got 64 gigs of memory on that phone, but you can spare a few. Come on. I see DJ says he's happy with both. Oh, okay. And he's a 2-phone guy.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Nigel, he's got a holster, probably extra pockets in his pants.
Oh, yeah, well, Nigel's a multiple phone guy.
Come on, Will, download the app.
I just got the message on my iPhone. Switch to Gmail. Inbox bar Gmail is going away.
You realize you're begging on live streaming.
Yeah, I know. It's Friday. I can do this. It feels good.
I'm probably saying if he's going to beg, he ought to be begging me.
You see, DJ says he's happy with both. They do what I need. I had the Loco Poco phone for Loco Poco phone.
First time I heard that.
2 months before the battery started to swell.
Okay.
Wow.
Probably one of those lemons from India. After that, I went on the OnePlus bandwagon.
Well, let me tell you, the OnePlus is a phenomenal phone. I normally I'll be doing this to show you, but I gave it a little break. I'm using my V30s.
Okay. Oh, and Nigel said I traded in my P20 Pro for my S10e. Okay. That I know had great cameras, so hopefully he likes the S10e cameras as much.
Yeah, he was shooting me pictures on Telegram. He was sending me pictures, and he looked good, looking good.
Nigel and I stay go back and forth on Instagram.
Do you?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see what else out there. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what we're out of stories. I know that.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's 9:45. We're doing good.
Yeah, you know, Team 100 tonight.
Oh, they're on tonight?
That's what Rob was telling me. Not Rob.
Okay.
Alan was telling me.
Okay, so they weren't on last night. That means.
Yeah, they were on yesterday.
Okay.
No, I'm going to be pestering Alan on Telegram when I don't hear when I hear from him, because I'm like going. I kind of like waited until 10 to see if it came on and maybe catch 5 minutes, and I didn't see nothing come up, and I'm like I kind of was depending on him to listen to it at work. But yeah, he says they're aiming for Friday stream tonight. So
cool.
I don't know if Rob, if you're there, can you, are you in on this? You know what's going on?
Well, Rob hosted the last one, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the Pixel 4, Gary, and I don't think that's it.
Oh, the render?
The leaks, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
The render, yeah. I'm sure that wasn't a leak.
Yeah.
Bad weather and other event made it hard for us to stream.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Rob's over by where that cyclone bomb kind of was out. He's in Michigan. Wasn't it like?
Isn't Rob close to Detroit or around Detroit?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't catch the renders. How bad did they look, Will?
I saw it looked like a galaxy. But the camera was in the corner, and it had a spot for two lenses on the back.
Now the camera in the corner, was it a punch hole?
The front camera, it had like a punch hole on the corner, and then the back was like the iPhone, like the one you got, Mike.
Okay.
Camera was like that.
Oh, okay.
The one I saw, but that's not what it's gonna look like.
Oh no, Rob said it wasn't him. It was Tech Gent that did the last one. Okay.
But that's not, Google's not. I don't think it's gonna look like that. But.
Hey, don't worry. They're gonna have another leak from some guy in Russia or some gal.
I like they did last time. That was ridiculous.
Hey, you know what? Let's call it a prediction now. Let's say Pixel is going to come out with 3 phones, just because Samsung did, and one of them is going to be the Lite.
I don't see Google copying Samsung.
Google's going to come out with 2 phones, Mike, and they're going to do it the same way they did. The only thing I could see them changing is the memory. They might give you 128 to start now. Maybe.
Yeah, because a lot of companies are starting to go that way.
Everybody's doing that.
Yeah.
RP3, I misunderstood you. I thought you meant you were going to Tech Gent was going to be on tonight.
But we're still waiting for the Pixel 3 Lite.
Well, that's not coming here, is it?
Is that a unicorn?
It doesn't seem like it's coming anywhere to me.
Is that just somebody just
They keep saying it's going to come, but it never comes.
Okay, Tech Gentleman tonight. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's his channel tonight. Okay,
yeah,
so I was right. It was Rob's channel, I think, last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, that'll be the only. If I get anything like I said last year, I'll get a Pixel. I'm not gonna update.
Gary Brown saying 6 gigs of RAM on the new Pixel.
About time.
Yeah.
Everybody else has already been there.
They need 6 gigs of RAM. They need 6 gigs of RAM, and they need a wide angle camera.
He was saying the Tech Gent had bad weather in Alabama. Yeah, they had some bad weather, that's for sure. I didn't realize that's where he was.
Well, that cyclone bomb was, blizzard conditions plus up north, and then it went straight through the heartland, and I can see where Alabama would be one of them.
Yeah, Alabama gets a lot. They get a lot of tornadoes too.
Yeah, right. So, but yeah, that's about it. Nothing else is nothing. I'm perusing the interwebs here for anything.
Nigel's asking, do you think that Huawei will release the Mate 30X? I guess like to match the Mate. I don't know.
What's the X going to do? What's the X?
Is it going to be a foldable or
right?
Yeah, first I've heard of a Mate 30X.
Yeah. And DJ, you're right. The light was a PR stunt just to get.
Yeah. I think he's absolutely right because it never seems to be coming, and I don't think it is coming.
Just get the conversation going. Yeah.
Yeah, and talk about spread rumors about the company. Yeah. Well, it worked, that's for sure.
Oh, look at this. Talk about our favorite. Huawei develops its own smartphone OS in case of Android ban.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I saw a quick that title, I think, somewhere, and I never get a chance. I think I was working. Yeah.
Here, I'll put it in there.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be something.
Well, I mean, Huawei's big enough; they could stand on their own, I guess.
And it's going to be a fork version of it too, don't you think?
More than likely.
Yeah. See it
but without an app store, that would still be a rough way to go. I mean, without the Android, without the Play Store, that would be a pretty rough way to go, I would think. Because even Samsung has proven having your own app store isn't going to be great unless you have the Play Store.
It's terrible.
Are they bad, Will?
Well, Samsung's app store is terrible to me because it's a lot of the apps in there are same thing you get in the Play Store.
Duplicates. Yeah.
So why would you get it from Samsung? It doesn't even make sense.
I don't know anybody has a successful app store outside of Amazon and, of course, Apple.
See, I went in Amazon's a couple times, but I didn't really even use that much.
Oh yeah, but I find there's stuff in Amazon that's actually useful, but of course that is a fork of Android.
It's the Samsung. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why you would use their app.
Oh, that's right. Nigel Finance. Huawei released the Mate 20X last year with a 7.12-inch display. I forgot about that entirely. Yeah. That's true. So I guess they could come up with a Mate 30X.
That holy cow! That's a tablet.
and who had that? I think
Serrano had.
I think Jay Will had it. Serrano had it, and I think
Serrano had something, but it was huge. It wasn't. I don't think it was that.
And I think Nitech had it also, and he and Jay Will both loved that phone. I think.
Wow. RP3. See.
He has a ton of Note 7 cases in the box, brand new. Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys do with old cases from? I know. I'll give a shout out to Android Stud. He helped us out in our early days. He sent me a bunch of them, and we kind of did like reviews of them because.
That's right. You and Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, Adam. I got Adam a original Pixel. And a V20, I think there were a few of them in there.
I have at least 30 of them sitting right next to me. I have at least 10 more sitting over here, and I have at least 50 more in that box.
Holy cow!
I have lots of old cases.
But do they go with the phones that you presently have?
I'd say
a good part of it, I would think.
75%, yes.
Yeah. Considering you got rid of the two LG phones, I think you would. Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's always a question what to do. I got some old phones over here. I was trying to offer them to Rishi. I was going to send him to him, but he says he's too busy to do anything with them. I'm going to have to go to Goodwill with some of these much older phones. They like the Moto. They're all Motos except for that one LG phone I had. I got that on that one phone plan in the beginning of the year. But I'll donate them. I'll just donate them. You know what I mean?
You want to talk old phones? This is what you call old phones, okay?
Oh yeah,
old phones.
They're old phones. Yeah,
early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go. Look at this. I got this classic right here.
There you go. There you go. Yep.
This is believe it or not, this is Anne's wife's old phone from before she got iPhones.
Yeah, I made a video.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have like 8 of those.
Yeah, I think I got, where is this? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go Nextel.
Oh my gosh, Nextel. That was a classic.
Here we go.
That was a classic.
Right there.
Nextel, I used to love that phone.
There we go. Motorola phone, man. That's good old Motorola. That's Chicago, USA Motorola, you know?
Yeah. Nigel changed subjects on us. He's looking forward to the new Star Wars movie this year. I'm like everybody else right now. I am totally hyped for the next Avengers movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, did you see the trailer, George?
Yeah, I saw the trailer. I watched the trailer twice already. And last week, a week before last, I went back and watched the last one to make sure I wrote down every single one that got disintegrated. So I have them now. I have them on the list.
Oh, okay. Did you see Captain Marvel?
Not yet.
No.
Probably going to go see it soon.
Look at Pat.
There you go, Mike. That's Mike. The boss has spoken.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, listen. I hear that boss was also whipping your butt in pool. Okay. So like,
I'll be half asleep at work, and then the thing rings, and then I'll be waiting for somebody to play, and she be gone. Be like, oh man.
What do you mean? What is that? She's still whipping your butt, man.
Or I'll be at the gym, and then I'm like, ooh, I gotta respond back because I don't want to make her wait too long. So I just hurry up. And do whatever. Then I'll be like, oh, I scratched. The other day I scratched at the end of the game and potted.
Look, she answered. She says, sure.
I potted the cue ball. I don't know what you did, Mike, because you messed it up.
What did I do?
We were playing, and then all of a sudden on mine, it shows me like there's games, but I can't play them because I guess y'all are playing.
Wow.
Really? I don't know.
It won't let me. I don't know. It wouldn't let me play. I don't know what it did. Like the pool game made its own chat on the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She says lies, by the way. Let me tell you, Miss Pat, okay, here we go. This is your next phone. If you can't master that Note 9, this is your next phone.
Mike, can I remind you of something?
What?
You do have to go back downstairs at some point.
No, I got this big, beautiful room. Okay.
All right, just let you.
He's not coming back down.
Check this out.
George, when you come up here, you're gonna have to come upstairs, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll let you in. She's good. She'll be cool. But she says, no, you ain't come down.
Or I can hang gliding or something, you know.
Yeah.
Nigel says, check out the Panasonic GD55 phone, guys. I just did. This thing is one of those old phones like you just showed, only about that big. Go check out the Panasonic GD55.
I'm Googling it. Holy cow.
Can you believe the size of that thing?
Holy smokes. Look at that thing.
It
makes those phones look big.
Yeah, if you have bigger hands than a 3-year-old, how would you be able to type on those buttons? Yeah.
And see the display at that.
Yeah, and have a display.
And to see what, the person's calling you or if they message you or.
Wow, that is.
All you need to see is the phone number, Mike. We used to,
Yeah, but that's about the tiniest phone I've seen yet.
Here we go. I'm on eBay. You get one. I'll get you one for I'll get two for Pat and Will.
Okay.
$20. $20.
Okay.
Y'all see they made a battery pack for that what is that? That real small the Palm phone on Verizon. They made a battery.
Has anybody bought the Palm phone?
I don't know, but they made a battery case for it
Okay.
because that had terrible battery life. They said.
Patricia's thanking me for reminding you that you have to go downstairs.
Mike, I don't think you're getting no cookies for the next holiday. That's all. He's not making you no cookies.
Cookies or phones sounds like.
Yeah. I got received. RP3 says you got to stay to the mid-credit scene of Captain Marvel. The last one is kind of meh. DJ says, Nigel, you'll be sleeping outside Odin for the new Star Wars movie, mate.
Odeon.
What's Odeon? I don't know. Is
guessing it's a planet?
Or is it a movie theater? Maybe waiting for it.
I think it's a planet. I'm not sure.
Nothing about Star Wars. Nothing about.
No.
But Star Wars movie.
But talk to you and Six talk about boxing.
Yeah, see, boxing I know, but I don't know nothing about Star Wars, Captain Marvel. I don't know about.
You don't know about Avenger movies either?
Nah. The only one I ever watched was, what was that one? Iron Man, the first one.
Okay.
Wow.
I watched that. But yeah, I don't know. I can't.
Talk about being out of the loop. Wow.
You gotta be too invested. You gotta follow them all.
I'm very invested. I'm very invested in both Star Wars and the Avengers. That's true.
I can't. If I want to find out about that stuff, I watch Adam's channel.
Yeah, exactly. Adam's channel is.
But of course, if I had to pick the one I'm the most invested in, it's Doctor Who, because I've been watching it for over 40 years and still do. You know.
So what? You're still catching the present one right now?
Yeah, on
BBC or something.
Yeah, fast as they come out, I'll watch them. But of course, now there's 6 months in between a bunch of them now. But I have been following Doctor Who since the 70s, and I got so hooked. I went back. It was back when I was still in Jersey. They used to re-show all the original Doctor Who's. I went back and got every single one from 1963 on tape and watched every single one of them. So yeah, I'm invested in Doctor Who.
So
I guess you were right. I guess that was a theater. He said, I never understood people that sleep outside the cinema for the premiere of a movie. Me neither. People be laying on the pavement in sleeping bags packed like sardines. Yeah, I think that's insane to me. Different strokes.
Yeah, really. So, but Doctor Who or Dr. Z? Who's Dr. Z?
I don't know Dr. Z. I know Doctor Who, but I'm a Whovian. Mark, you have to tell me who Dr. Z is, because I don't know.
Dr. Seuss here.
Dr. Seuss, okay. Okay, yeah, definitely Doctor Who. Yeah. Remember, the coolest thing about Doctor Who is you can change character anytime you want, because he just regenerates into somebody else. And now she will regenerate into somebody else, you know. So that's the coolest thing. So it's the same one for the last 1963 to now. It's Doctor Who's still Doctor Who. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, in 1998, when it went off, it was by far the longest running continuous TV show on Earth.
Do you see that? Do you see the Leprechaun right there? This is my dream team.
What is he playing?
Yeah, I see it, baby.
Oh, okay.
It's
I thought
it was a video. Yeah.
So did I.
He had a little tour.
He did that on purpose.
Hey, baby. No, she's talking about some leprechaun at the school. I don't know.
You got to pay attention. It's about Star Wars. Come on now.
I should know about this, I guess.
Star Wars.
Do you see footprints?
Nah, baby, I don't know. That's nothing. I don't know nothing about that. Like, I don't think I ever watched one Star Wars movie. Not even one.
Wow, that's amazing.
Not even one.
Daddy.
Wow, baby. Yeah, I see, baby. Here, I'm gonna see. I'll see you later.
All right, we done?
Yeah, I guess. I think we got it. Next week for George, right?
Yeah, next week on my channel.
All right.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching.
You know what? When is the Samsung, the new phone? The folding phone.
That's April.
April.
Yeah,
okay, it's coming then.
Yeah, it's coming. But
you gonna buy one now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick one up.
There you go.
I'm gonna go. I'm sure that'll be updated to Cube.
Right. And he'll pick it up on Swappa after 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Samsung is definitely going to support that phone.
Mark, thank you very much, sir.
I'll live through Flossie's channel for that one.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if Jay Will said he's getting one, but I'm pretty sure Flossie will get it.
And Mr. Mobile, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always, But he don't pay for them, right?
And MKBHD, of course.
Yeah, but they don't do like the follow-up and all that. They do their quick review and that's it.
No, Mr. Mobile will sometimes do 6 months later. Not often, but sometimes he'll do something like that. You know who's good at that? Jaime Rivera from Pocket Now. He'll do that.
Yeah, he did. They kept that series going.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's
all right.
All right. Well, I would thank everybody coming by.
Yeah.
Will, this is your
everybody in the room. Thanks for coming, like Mike said. See y'all next week on George's channel, Mobile Geezer, and go to mobilegeezer.wordpress.com.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Will. Right on.
Now, go ahead, George. Do your thing, George.
Well, since he's already started the advertising, of course, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And I post a lot of pictures on those three. And of course, now that I have the Nokia 9 PureView, you'll see more pictures. And tomorrow morning sometime, there'll be the first pictures from the Nokia 9 PureView. So keep an eye out on my channel. You'll be seeing lots of coverage from both the Nokia 9 PureView and the Galaxy S10e and the Moto G7 Plus. So lots of coverage coming from all three. Thanks, folks.
I'm Mike Dixon. This is Simply Your Advice. If you like today's video, give Will channel a thumbs up. You don't like today's video, don't give it a thumbs down. Tell him why in the comments down below. And as always, start the conversation. Thank you, DJ, for inquiring about my channel. There's my link. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. I was about to put it. All right.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And we'll see you guys next week. Go ahead, Will. Say goodbye.
All right, everybody. Hopefully y'all got Mike's link. See y'all next week on George's channel. And
as Will does a double.
Yeah, I got to do my 16 hours. And
all right. Now he's the real Iron Man.
I'll be off Sunday though. So
all right, good.
All right.
Good night, all.
All right. See you now.
Yeah.